Ever seen a 16-year-old destroy their dad in one sentence? My dad called periods disgusting. Then my little brother destroyed him. My dad's always been one of those traditional men who thinks women should be grateful for his bare minimum. He's the type who brags about babysitting his own kids and expects a medal for loading the dishwasher once a month. Growing up, he made it clear that women's problems weren't his concern. When I got my first period at 12 and bled through my school uniform, he told my mom to handle her daughter's mess and refused to pick me up from school because it was embarrassing. Last month, I was in the kitchen making dinner when my 16-year-old brother Jake walked in looking confused. "Hey, can I ask you something?" he said quietly. "My friend Emma's been really sad lately and keeps missing school. Her mom told my teacher it's because she got her period, but I don't understand why that would make someone so upset." I smiled and sat him down. Well, periods can be really painful for some people. Imagine the worst stomach ache you've ever had, but it lasts for days and happens every month. Plus, some people feel embarrassed because society makes them feel like it's something shameful. Jake's eyes widened. "That sounds terrible. Is there anything I can do to help Emma feel better?" Before I could answer, my dad walked into the kitchen and overheard. "Jesus Christ, why are you filling his head with that disgusting crap? Boys don't need to know about women's gross bodily functions. It's not natural." I was about to snap back when Jake stood up, looked my dad straight in the eye, and said something that made my jaw drop. "You know what's not natural, Dad? The fact that you've been married to Mom for 15 years and you still make her hide her tampons like they're contraband. You know what's disgusting? The way you act like half the population is broken just for having a normal biological function." My dad's face went red. "Watch your mouth, boy. You don't know what you're talking about." But Jake wasn't done. "I know Mom keeps a secret stash of period supplies in the garage because you threw a fit when you found them in the bathroom cabinet. I know she drives 20 minutes to a different store to buy tampons because you said it was humiliating to be seen with them in the cart. And I know she's been sleeping on the couch during her period for 3 years because you said the smell was offensive." The kitchen went dead silent. My dad looked like he'd been slapped. Jake continued, his voice getting stronger. "Emma's dad brings her heating pads and chocolate when she's in pain. He learned about periods so he could help her. That's what real men do. They don't make the women in their lives feel ashamed for existing." My dad tried to regain control. "You're just a kid. You don't understand." "I understand that you're 45 years old and you're scared of cotton tubes," Jake shot back. "I understand that you've made Mom feel like a leper for having a period. And I understand that when I grow up, I never want to be the kind of man who makes women feel disgusting for something they can't control." My dad stood there speechless, his authority completely shattered by a 16-year-old's brutal honesty. Jake looked at me and said, "So what can I do for Emma?" I was trying not to cry. "Maybe ask your teacher if you can bring her some snacks or a note saying you hope she feels better. Just let her know someone cares." The next day, Jake came home beaming. He'd convinced 3 other boys in his class to sign a card for Emma, and they'd pooled their lunch money to buy her favorite candy. "She smiled for the first time in weeks," he said proudly. My dad hasn't said a word about periods since. He even moved Mom's supplies back to the main bathroom cabinet without being asked. Sometimes the most powerful lessons come from the smallest voices. My little brother didn't just destroy my dad's toxic attitude, he rebuilt it into something better.